I'm just making a start on this stool, and I'm going to start by painting the legs cream, and we'll see what happens. Just take a couple of coats, I expect. So let's see what happens with this. I can always paint them another colour. Right, so that's the first coat of cream on the legs. I think it's going to be all right, don't you? So I've got 2 coats of the cream on the legs, and really I'm just doing this in between waiting for my bath panel to dry. I'll show you that when I've finished it. We finished the bathroom. So they're looking good, but I might even give them another coat. I'm not 100% sure yet. They look all right though, don't they? Why make work? No. So my husband's volunteered to help me with this recovering the stool. You probably end up doing all of it, but that's okay. So it's just taking out the buttons. Otherwise, if you put a cover over that, it would be all lumpy and bumpy. There. So we're going to put a piece of canvas over the stool first before we put the silk on top. Oh, perfection. Is it perfection? There you go. That's very neat. What a difference. So I'm really pleased with the results, and I think it looks lovely with the little antique French dressing table, don't you? So the sewing machine that I use, that I've been using, is my antique sewing machine. I've had it about 30 years, and it's from the early 1800s, well, mid 1800s, I think. It's completely hand driven. It's not been converted at all. And the strange thing about it is it's made by a company called Bradbury's, and they're in the town that I live in Cornwall, and the machine is stamped with made in Cornwall, and it's got a solid wood case. The case is very heavy. I'll just pan over to the case. solid wood, beautiful, beautiful case. So yeah, and I've used this. I've only had a modern sewing machine for about a year, something like that. And but I use this machine a lot, and because the piece that I was sewing was just a small piece, I decided to use this. Plus, I thought you'd like to see it. So yeah, and this old sewing machines like this, once you've got them so to the right stitch length and tension, they stay like it forever. My mum always said that. She had an old one as well, and she always said that they never let you down. These old ones, they don't change tension, they don't break down, they don't do anything. They're really simply made, and they run on a shuttle. I'll show you the shuttle. So the bobbin is a shuttle. I'll show you. I'll call it a shuttle. See, that's the bobbin. And I'll show you the bit where it says, let's put this back a sec. Bobbin goes back. If it's still threaded, yes, it's still threaded. And you can just see John Oliver, Hale, Cornwall. You can just see that. And it's made by Bradbury's. And look at all the hand-painted flowers. Oh, and look at this. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful. Can you imagine it when it was brand new? Can you imagine the first lady that bought this or had this bought for her to use? Can you imagine? Way back. And there's the case. It looks a bit like a coffin. Hang on. Let me get you a good view of it. Look. Isn't that amazing? Really heavy. And there's a lock. You have to, when you put the top onto the machine, there's a lock that you have to unlock with a key. Isn't that lovely? Pride and joy. So there we are. Thought you'd like to see it. It's never occurred to me to look inside the lid. Look at that, how old that is. It's never occurred to me, but there could have been a secret note left in there, like a time capsule. In fact, I'm going to do it actually. Oh, look, there's the lock mechanism. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put, that thought has just occurred to me. It had old cobwebs inside it, it did. It probably still does. It's got it. I've just wiped them out, but there was cobwebs in there. But I'm going to put a note in there and stick it with glue to the inside, and just saying who I am and the year and how long I've had this, and that I've used it and used it and used it. I've made all sorts on it. I've made curtains. I've shortened things. I've done all sorts on this lovely machine. But like I said, I've just put a bit of oil on it as well. Like I said, I've not ever thought of examining the inside. And wouldn't it be lovely if you did that one day and found in the future and found a note from me? Wouldn't that be lovely? I would love that. Wouldn't you? So I'll leave you with a few snippets from my wildlife camera, and I'm going to be putting that out in the next day or two again and see what we can see on the camera. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, it'd be lovely if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel and liking the video, if you did like it, that is, it will help me a lot. And with that, I'll say bye for now, and as always, love from the land of mist and legend. I'll see you next time.